Guys, welcome to BRI'S Bar. We are making a Hailey Bieber and Kendall Jenner cocktail today. It's a guava spritz.
Passionfruit spritz.
And we're gonna be answering some girl talk questions. I'm actually very excited about this video.
I'm excited too.
But we have no idea what we're doing.
We're just gonna have fun. We're just girls. Girls don't need to know how to bartend. This is your first girl talk in over a year.
Okay, very long overdue.
Oh my god, I can't believe this was us. Like, we look so different compared to...
Ew!
Literally, who are these people? Who are they? Guys, listen, who we were a year ago, it's not us anymore,
It's
okay?
not us now. My transition's not done. Give me like 3 months. That'll be my final form. This is a good one for you. Any advice on getting over a crush that will not turn into anything more?
Okay, thank you, Brianna. Thank you. Okay, guys, here's my lore.
Actually, I also can.
Yeah, wait, what the hell? Yours was like if worse.
Yours is just as bad!
Mine is...
Okay, we're the same.
We're the same, but she just came out and attacked me. Hers is the exact same,
It's
guys.
the exact same.
Long story short, I had a crush, okay? Love that man. But it was a crush, and then he is emotionally unavailable, and then now we're friends.
I think I just don't know how to have platonic male friendships and I get confused.
Yeah.
I think it's because every guy friend I've ever had has either like tried to hook up with me, so I'm like, we vibe, we
I think it's like, also like you just have a very feminine energy, like because I have a brother, I think like I can assert like a sisterly energy.
The only truly platonic male friendships I've had is with people that like my friends have hooked up with,
Yeah.
or like my friends'
or like
boyfriends.
adjacent to the guys that
Yeah, so they're just like off limits. They're like an extension of that person in my head, so I can be platonic with them.
Yeah.
But any man that's like available and like I vibe with them as a friend, I'm like, oh,
we will be doing things together. You have to remember when you're crushing on somebody and you're like, oh, they rejected me or whatever, and my therapist taught me this. A rejection is someone just telling you, I am not the person for you. It does not mean you are lesser than them. It does not mean that you are not worthy of them dating you and that's why it's not going anywhere because you're worth less. It just means you're not each other's person and they realized it before you did. My crush, for example, we're not each other's person because he's emotionally unavailable. It has nothing to do with me. Your person, it's honestly same thing. Like, it has nothing to do with you, emotionally unavailable. It's not that serious. I'm friends with my crush now.
Once you put yourself out there, it doesn't work out. That's like kind of the closure and you can just like move on after that. It's hard to get over it when you don't try.
Yeah.
But I feel like once you like shoot your shot, if it doesn't work, then I feel like it naturally kind of like closes for you. And you're like, okay, I can put my energy elsewhere now.
You need to make the move so that you can get your answer.
If not, you'll be making up situations in your head and being like, oh, this could happen, but it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah. So the way to get over it, you have to accept that it'll never be anything more.
45 milliliters of tequila. Oh, I hate the smell of tequila.
Oh my god, that's so strong.
Right? No,
It's
I'm
really
actually getting
strong.
flashbacks right now. I'm not a tequila girl anymore. I'm actually a fireball girl now.
Ew, what the hell is the matter with you?
Or what was the other one? Peanut butter whiskey?
That's sounding more normal.
That sounds more normal.
Then Fireball? Are we 15? I feel like that's like saying my favorite drink is sourpuss. What are we talking about?
It just tastes better than tequila. Tequila tastes so bad. I don't know what happened. We just lost 20 minutes of footage of us like
Having the funniest conversation of life.
we also added so much to this drink that you guys have missed.
So here's the recap.
We squeezed the out of our limes and I said that they were her ex's balls. That was a funny joke you guys missed.
That was such a good joke.
Ah!
Okay, Brianna's like, I'm sorry.
The way I'm gonna be like pissed off asking these questions again. If your BF has an obsession with a celebrity and wants you to be like,
Shut up and miss the entire...
Yeah, is that a total red flag that they want you to be like their celebrity crush? Yeah, it is.
It is! Brie was being so nice the first
I was
time.
like, listen, they can have a celebrity crush as long as they're not like putting that pressure on you. Like, if a man follows Sydney Sweeney, I'm gonna be like, okay, blonde hair, blue eyes, kind of pale,
That's
fine,
disgusting to me.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay, no, you're fine. You're 5 years dating me and your celebrity crush is Dua Lipa. Oh my god, and then we talked about how
The guy I was seeing, this guy I was seeing, he loves Dua Lipa, so it worked out
And then
for me.
this guy that I was seeing started dating a girl who was my literal twin after. I'm his celebrity crush.
Your new girl is my clone, is what it was giving. Guys, we're repeating everything we said.
just going through the books.
But I think men need to shut the f up. Don't talk about your celebrity crush.
That girl was my twin.
Oh, it was. She was.
I sent her the photo of her. I was like, this girl's pretty.
And I literally immediately, as soon as she said that, I was like, this girl looks exactly like
But I
her.
squint my eyes, that's you. I'm like, yeah, she's pretty.
Anyways, we are also ordering Baskin Robbins. You missed that whole warranty.
She said I was gaslighting, manipulating her into getting it. She asked me if I wanted it. I said yes.
Was that what happened? I don't feel like I remember it happening like that.
Okay, now I'm being gaslit.
I'm recreating the clip. You're welcome.
Thank you.
But
So like,
if if you have a crush on a celebrity, you can let me know. I'm gonna make you block her immediately after.
Once, twice.
Not twice.
I don't need to know.
One time. You can say it one time.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna remember that for the rest of my life. You don't need to bring it up. What perfume do you think is the best to attract the guy you like? Let me put you guys onto some shit. Okay, the perfume combo that I got the most compliments on from men that I've ever gotten is Sweet Addict from, what's the brand? It's like a brand that does dupe perfumes. It's like a dupe for the one Rihanna uses, okay? And then you mix that with Sweet Like Candy by Ariana Grande. Put those two together. Literally, I remember I got in my Uber and he said, "You smell like dessert." And then the guy that I was hanging out with, the second I saw him, he goes, "Oh, you smell like a cake." And they loved it. So that is the one that I think would attract the most. It's very sweet, but it's very feminine. It's very girly. It's very delicious.
Okay, if I were hanging out with a boy that I liked, I would pick one of these two.
No!
What?
They're closed.
Star. No way.
Why was it even an option? They close at 10? Let me in now. It's not closed.
Yeah, what the hell?
Why can they deliver it to me for 10 o'clock tomorrow? F you. Let me in now.
Okay. These are my two perfumes. I think these ones are good because they're very feminine and sweet and girly. Whereas I feel like sometimes there's a time and place for my masculine ones, but if I'm hanging out with a boy I like, I feel like I'd go with like sweeter girly ones. Do you like this one? You have it
I
as
haven't
well.
tried. I haven't smelled it yet.
I've been wearing it so much. I love it.
Oh wait, that smells really good.
It's like sweet strawberry, but not like,
That does have a...
I don't even know how to
Like
describe
it has
it,
like a rich
but
smell.
I love this. And then this is just like cult classic, expensive. Save it for special occasions.
Is that the Olivia Rodrigo one?
Yes. It is the Baccarat Rouge 540, and then this is Burberry Her Elixir. 10 out of 10. Love both these. This would be the cheaper option. This one's crazy.
Can
but
I smell?
yeah.
Oh, that one smells really
Right?
good. Did you get a lot of compliments when you hung out with him?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I wore this in an Uber recently, and the Uber driver was like, "Wow, you smell so good."
Wow.
So, those are my recommendations. Okay, this doesn't smell. Oh, we have to add some of the water. That's probably why. I was like, this smells a little strong.
That is like pure alk.
Okay, I forgot. We have to add some of this sparkling water. And they did say to add it after you shake it. So, okay. Let's try our masterpiece.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. I can imagine it right now. Palm Springs, by the pool.
It's good.
Mid.
It's fine. Did the rosemary do anything? I don't really think so. I'm getting rid of this rosemary situation. This is enough. It assaults my face every time I have a sip.
This is a great one for us because it's literally all we talk about. Talk about attachment styles more. Gladly.
My breakup is what got me into my addiction of attachment styles.
We knew about it before, but I
Yeah.
feel like we understand it. Like this past year, we understand it so much more. And I will say, understanding avoidant men has changed my life.
I agree. The second you get an avoidant, you understand why literally every single thing that they do
You
makes
no
sense.
longer take everything personally.
Because it's not about you.
It's not about you. Before, I'd be like, they're doing this to hurt me.
It has everything to do with them and nothing to do with you.
Do I have? I feel like I've only dealt with fearful avoidant men. I don't think I've had a dismissive avoidant. There's certain men that once you understand attachment styles, you'll be like, oh, that's textbook. That
Yeah.
like makes, I could have predicted that actually.
You
Had I
can
known-
predict it.
Had I known like prior that this is like what avoidants are like, I could have told you this was gonna happen.
I am proud of both of us. I think we are more secure than we were a year
Yeah.
ago.
I feel like you need to understand you can't heal an avoidant.
You
An
can't.
avoidant has to heal themselves.
So if you're an avoidant girl, I'm not hating on you because low-key I've become avoidant kind of. But like
But you're gonna work on it.
But I'm working on it. And that's the thing, the difference between girls and boys. Like, girls always want to change. Girls always want to better themselves. Guys don't. Guys are just like, this is just how I am. Yeah, they're fine with that.
With avoidance, it's very like push and pull. Like
Very.
they want you. Oh, they have you. This is scary. Back away. Oh wait, you're away. I want
need
you.
you.
They want you until it's serious, and then
They
they're like,
want you until they
actually,
have
I
you."
don't want this.
Yeah.
Now that I feel things, I'm scared. I need to protect myself. So f- you and your feelings because I have to protect myself.
this is scary.
And it's actually
Oh.
not. It's not them going out of their way to hurt you. It's them going out of their way to protect themselves.
from what they perceive as danger.
Yeah.
I've seen these like TikToks about this. Avoidance biggest fears are actually being seen. They're
Yeah.
so terrified of someone actually being able to
And
like
they're-
see them.
Desire to protect themselves is like stronger than their desire to be with you.
Yeah.
So you're never gonna win that.
And it's something where like their brain shuts off and like on its own. It's like a subconscious thing. It's not like where they're actively thinking like, no, I don't like it. It's like their brain shuts down their emotions. Anxious and avoidant are so drawn to each other, but they're
Yeah.
the most toxic push and
They'll
pull
ruin each
couple.
other's lives.
Yeah. For example, I read through some of my old texts with my ex, and I ended up finding texts of one of our first arguments. My ex was saying something like, I don't know how to describe it, but like the more I like you, the more weird I feel. I don't know why I'm like this, but like please don't think that I don't like you, because I do. But me liking you is what's making me like pull away, and I don't know why. And I was just out here being like, but why if you actually like me? Like I'm not saying I was in the right in that either. Anxious attachment isn't a good
No, I feel like
either.
my situation from a few years ago is very similar to yours, and I could not understand it. It made zero sense to me, but it's because our brains aren't wired like that. Like we don't.
Your brains are so opposite.
We don't operate the same at all. We don't have the same fears.
And you guys physically are unable to see each other's perspective because you're wired so differently. But it was so weird seeing that, because now that I see it, I'm like, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Like it's because he was actually catching real feelings for me, that his body was like, vulnerability isn't safe, this isn't gonna be safe for me, I'm gonna get hurt, I need to shut down. So his body was physically shutting down any feelings he had for me to protect him, which I didn't understand. I understand it now, which is why I have slight sympathy towards it.
Now that we understand it, we can also understand that like sometimes an avoidant probably does need space.
Yeah.
Whereas because we were both like kind of anxious
I
about
took it personally.
we were like, wait, no, come here, we need to figure this out, we need to talk about this right now. We
We're
like
both
helped
at
a
fault.
little bit.
We're all at
I know.
fault.
No, when I reread those text messages, I was like, oh, I was not perfect.
I used to villainize avoidance a lot, but I now understand anxious isn't perfect either. Anxious have too much love to give, and avoidance try their hardest, but they don't. They are giving this line.
Yeah. Guys, we got ice cream. No lids is crazy. Wow. This looks so good. Someone says how to get out of a toxic relationship. You have to create space. That's like the only way. You have to block them. You have to go no contact. You have to like literally cut off everything, because if you still have access to that person, it's going to be comfortable. You're going to go back to them because like you pick what is the saying? The hell that you know, the hell that's familiar.
Familiar hell over unfamiliar heaven.
Making changes and like doing things that like you don't know where you're gonna end up is very, very scary, and I feel like that's why so many people stay in toxic relationships.
And I think
it's all they know.
Too many people are scared of being single.
Yeah.
Too many people.
It's not that bad.
It's not. We complain, but like
we do complain, but it's really. I would pick this over a toxic relationship any day.
I would take this over being with someone who doesn't know my worth. Being alone is better than being with the wrong person.
Yeah.
1000%.
Get a cat. Be alone and get a cat. That's
We're
what I'm
getting a
doing.
cat.
I'm getting a cat. Oh my gosh. Not one of the questions. Does living alone get lonely? Would you ever get a pet?
Yeah.
We said 2 for 1 with that question.
There you go. Bri's getting a cat, and if I get really into the vibe, I might get a cat.
No, I've been like sending her like photos of different cats, and she's like, fuck, do I get a cat?
They're really cute. They're really cute.
What are your girl code rules that other girls may not have? If a man hooks up with one of my friends,
It's done for me.
it's done forever.
Yeah.
It could literally be a one night stand. I don't care. I don't want that man. Obviously some people, if that's fine, they don't care. That's like everyone has their own boundaries. For me, any man that I have like touched, my friends better stay away from him.
My girl code rule, you can't be friends with people who've hurt me. People are like,
I agree.
a friend to all is a friend to none.
Casual friends, it's fine. But I think if you're like my best friend, like you cannot be friends with someone that like did me dirty, over hurt me.
I agree. Of my close circle, 1000% I do expect that, because that's exactly the same energy I give. And if you want to be friends with that person, that's fine, but I'm never going to consider you my inner circle. And the thing is, I think I know my value as a friend. I know I'm a good friend.
Mm-hmm.
I will always be there for my friends to help them through whatever. I know my value as a girlfriend, so why wouldn't I be selective?
I know I said I didn't want any kind of...
You want a cheese curd, or you want...
I want to fry.
I love soggy fries.
Okay, I don't know if this is like girl code. I feel like it's just like something I am very like aware of in friendships. Is like if someone doesn't like hearing your good news, I'm like, you're an op. If I'm with like one of my close friends and I feel like a tinge of jealousy or something, I'm like, Brianna, nip that in the bud right now. Like you cannot, you can't feel that. You can't feel that and be that person's friend, because I'm gonna be a bad friend. The way this was supposed to be a cocktail making video and it's turned into a mukbang.
We barely even drank this drink. I'm more excited about the McDonald's right now.
My friends are so terrible to me. I keep telling myself to stay until college, but IDK if I can do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
What are you gaining from doing that?
It's like what we were saying about toxic relationships. It's the unknown for her. She doesn't know who her new friends will be. But
or she'll have friends. But
yeah.
Again, wow. Look at
I will say, I've never regretted cutting off a friendship.
I agree.
I feel like
you regret cutting them off so late. You wish you did it sooner.
I feel like you shouldn't even want to cut off the friendship if it's benefiting your life. I feel like if you're asking yourself that question, it's for a reason. You won't find the new friendships really until, or the friendships won't blossom until you cut off that friend.
I agree.
I've cut off like maybe 3 friends in my life, and I
then
feel like
so many new friends came.
And then so many new friendships came from that. So
goddamn.
you want to do that now, do it now. My parents were waiting to divorce until I graduated. And I was like, Mom, you didn't have to do that. Like, you didn't need to stay in like a loveless marriage for me. I didn't need that from you. And I feel like she could have started living her life sooner.
That's what I'm saying. Don't waste your time. Like, genuinely, there's so many friends where I look back and I'm like, I literally let you treat me like for years. For what reason?
There's so many girls with good hearts that like want you to thrive. I have high standards in relationships because of my female friendships. And if that's not what your friends are bringing to the table, you're friends with the wrong people. Like Shelby editing this video sent us both flowers for Valentine's Day.
Oh my god, love Shelby. Thank you.
Love you, Shelby. I love when the questions just flow so naturally. Is it wrong to have high standards?
No.
My friends always get on me about it.
Nope.
Let's break this down. What are your high standards? If your high standards are 6'5", hot, billionaire, famous, like, okay, your standards might be a little too high. But if your standards are like the bare minimum, you want a man who's like good looking, nice to you, makes decent money. If those are your standards, wait it out. I'm assuming we're gonna find that one day.
I have a list in my phone.
The key is you have to build a life that you love on your own so that you're fine waiting, so that you don't just like leash on to the first man willing to give you attention.
Men never lower their standards when it comes to women, ever. A man has never lowered his standards for a woman to date her, so why can't we have standards? I have a list of things I would want in my future boyfriend, and to me that's manifesting.
How do you know it's love? Like, how is it different from infatuation? It's infatuation when someone's like, I love that you make me feel fill in the blank. Like when everything relates back to how you make them feel, everything's about them. I think that's infatuation because they're not naming anything that they love about you. Like what do they love about, do they love your relationship with your parent that has nothing to do with them? Do they love your passions? Do they love your work ethic? When everything relates back to them, that actually has nothing to do with you, and that's infatuation. Love is like, it's about you. Like they love these things about you.
My ex, whenever I asked him, what do you like about me? It was, you're so caring towards me. You're so nice to me. You do this for me.
You make my life easier.
No, like, I love that you do this for me.
Like it should be like, I love the way that you help your friends, how you're there for your friends. Like that's love when they see you. Yeah, they see you as a person, like you're an entity without them. But I think infatuation is like all about me. Like
you're always there to like make my life better.
Which obviously love should also have that.
Yeah.
If it doesn't go beyond that, in my opinion, that's infatuation. For me to be like, this man loves me, he has to actually see me beyond what I do for him.
When you're feeling like you're chasing them still, you adore them. That's what my therapist said. You have adoration towards them. Adoration comes with a lot of anxiety. It comes with never feeling fully settled. Whereas love is like, you're just so comfortable.
What have you done that's had the biggest positive impact on your life? I would say moving to Toronto and starting posting things online. I feel like those are the two biggest decisions that I've made, and they're both so scary.
You're actually insane for moving to Toronto by yourself. Like,
I knew I had one friend.
For me, it would be posting online and then
so scary
getting into my fitness journey. Thank God for
I have yet to make that decision, but we're working on it.
You need to get into it. Guys, I've been trying to get her into the gym for like the past 6 months.
Girl, I've been trying to get into the gym my whole life. I hate the gym. There, I said it.
I love the gym. I didn't like it at first, so you're gonna like it eventually. I always tell Bri that if her genetics were worse, she would be in the gym more. It's because she has good genetics and her body's just tea naturally that she doesn't feel the need to go to the gym. Being 15 and having crippling insecurity and thinking you're the ugliest person on earth with the worst body on earth is what got me to the gym in the first place. So now I love it.
Okay, let's do one more. What to expect the first time you have sex. Disappointment. I don't know if I've told this story before, I maybe have, but I so vividly remember losing my virginity, and it was like a really big decision to me. I was 21. It felt like this hyped up thing my entire life. It's like, you know, you go to church and they're like, you can't do this, don't do it. I was like, do I do it, do I not do it? Like, it was just like an internal battle, and then I did it. And I was like, that's it. That's what we've been talking about for like
that's what everybody's been telling me to not.
That's what everyone's so obsessed with. I was so underwhelmed, disappointed. It felt like finding out Santa Claus wasn't real. Now, I understand the hype. I think I just needed to practice. I needed to figure out what I liked. I think also just I was so in my head of like, am I feeling the right things? Is this what it's supposed, like it was just so like technical in my head that I wasn't enjoying it.
You just have to accept, no matter what, the first time is gonna be awkward and bad.
Yeah, and I think don't be discouraged. It's normal for it to be bad the first time. Like if you have my reaction, that's totally fine. You will find your groove. You will find someone that you're comfortable with that you can like practice with. I'm sure you'll love it eventually. Did you finish? Wow, you finished your drink.
I did.
Okay, let me drink this real quick and we'll end the video. Actually, I don't know who I am thinking that I'm gonna drink that. Okay, we're gonna end the video. Bye!